Hi guys. Well, one thing I haven't really talked about on here is dysautonomia and POTS and sickness. I don't know about you guys, but when I get sick, I get sick. So I ended up, I'm so out of it, can you tell? I ended up getting a sinus infection, and it has totally wiped me out, and I am exhausted. The pain behind my eye and my face is unbearable, and it's been a nightmare trying to find an antibiotic that works for me. I had a terrible reaction. I don't really want to go into it, but right now I just needed some encouragement, so I thought I would make a video because it always brightens my day and kind of lifts me up to make a video. It makes me feel like I'm less alone. I know I'm only talking to my camera, but really I'm kind of talking to you guys, so it's like I have friends. But I have class today. It's a 3-hour class, and I have absolutely no idea how I'm going to get through it. Yesterday I was stuck in bed. The day before that I spent the night in the hospital until about 5 a.m. So I'm really just totally messed up right now. And part of me thinks I'm crazy for even attempting this. It's just, I mean, what are we supposed to do? You know, we all have lives that we're trying to live despite this. And what choice do we really have but to try, I guess? So I'm gonna try. I might not make it. I'll probably have to leave early. I'm going along the lines of what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. I might be wrong, because as most of you know, that's not always true with dysautonomia. Sometimes what doesn't kill you just makes you feel worse, so I don't know. A really hard couple of weeks. In my other video, I mentioned how my sinuses were bothering me, and I said that I had a reaction to my antibiotic. Well, 3 antibiotics later, and I'm still in pain. I've been to a few doctors. I've been to the emergency room over this. I mean, the pain has been like unbearable, and I was sure I had some kind of sinus infection or something. Apparently, according to the CAT scan, I don't, which I think has made my doctors think I'm either crazy or lying, and I guess that's kind of what I wanted to talk about right now, because I have nobody to talk about this with but you guys. Yeah, I'm so frustrated that the healthcare system is like this, that people are always being accused of making things up. And I guess because I've dealt with dysautonomia, and to have to go through this again where I'm having something wrong, you know, where I'm having pain or I'm having something, and just because they can't find a concrete answer, for them to act rude to me. And I've been through this so many times with POTS, and I just don't understand why anybody, doctor, person, whoever, why anybody would suspect that somebody else was lying about being in pain or being sick or fainting. I mean, I guess there are some crazies out there who would do that. Why don't we, instead of making that assumption, assume that everybody's being honest before we go and treat somebody like that? I just can't see myself. Hopefully one day I'm in the position to be a doctor myself, and I just can't see myself ever treating somebody like that. And I know a lot of people would tell me it's because I've been through it, but I don't think so. I don't think I ever could have treated somebody like that. If somebody came to my office and they were in pain or they were sick, my first instinct would be to want to help them, not accuse them of making something up or to act rude. I'm not saying that women have it harder, but I feel like there's something going on there with women and doctors. I think because I'm a young woman, I go into a doctor's office and I'm not taken seriously, and I've noticed that when my father calls the doctor's office or my father comes with me, I'm treated very differently than I am when I go by myself. And the same goes for emergency rooms. I seem to just get better care when I have a man with me, and I think that's very unfortunate. And I know a lot of people are going to argue that, but I don't know. I think that women are seen as dramatic. They're just not taken seriously. And maybe I'm wrong, so guys, tell me if you're treated that way too. I just feel like I'm so overlooked, and it's gotten to the point where I feel that I'm going to be accused of lying. So I get like tense and I act like a zombie and I can't even have any expression. Sit there and be completely blank with them. I'm going to be seen as somebody who's crazy or dramatic or who's exaggerating her illness. And it's a shame because that's making me kind of go in there with no personality. Like, you guys wouldn't recognize me if you saw the way I act in a doctor's office. I'm totally blank. I'm like catatonic or something. And the reason I act like that is because I'm so afraid if I have any emotion, you know, if I say, no, oh my gosh, it really hurts, I'm going to be seen as a drama queen. And that's the other thing. I was in the ER, and you guys know how we don't tolerate drugs very well. A lot of us are very sensitive. I don't really tolerate much of anything. My doctors get frustrated, and I understand because, you know, we're all frustrating cases. You know, we have a condition that's very misunderstood, and it's got to be frustrating for a doctor, but I don't understand why I need to be treated like I'm to blame when it comes to the fact that I don't tolerate a lot of medicines. Like, I'm in the ER, and they kept like trying to throw pills at me. I said, you know, I'm kind of here because I just want to know what's causing the headache. Like, I'm not here for pain relief. I deal with pain incredibly well. It's been horrible and I've been crying about it like crazy, but I would rather deal with the pain than take a pill that's going to give me other problems, especially if it's going to make my dysautonomia flare-ups. She's like, well, how do you know? So with dysautonomia, I tend to be sensitive to a lot of pills. And not only is she now suspicious of whether or not I'm being honest about what's wrong, she's now suspicious about why I don't want these pills. Hello? Like, I don't understand. Like, I feel like I'm in court and I'm like giving a testimony. I'm so bored. I've been laying around. For me, like, my happiness is so dependent on keeping busy and staying active and, you know, staying involved with people. And so when I get sick like this, it's just like, I don't want to do anything. And I know you guys can relate. Like, I don't want to be out socializing, and I don't want to, I can't clean the house. And there's a lot, I've been using my wheelchair a lot because standing has been so difficult. So like, what can you really do? I've basically been stuck in my house. I'm like a lonely girl 15, except I'm sicker and lonelier. I used to watch her and be like, I can relate to her. But yeah, so I'm coming back. I actually got up today and I walked like halfway down my driveway with the dog. La-di-da-da-da, this is boring. So I don't watch TV, really. Like, I watch The Office, and I watch... No, that's pretty much it. Like, I watch The Office, and aside from that, I really don't even turn on my TV. So, oh, I watch The Bachelorette and The Bachelor, but they're not on. So yeah, I don't really watch TV, and there's really nothing to do. I've been literally staring at four walls. I'm going online. I've been writing a script my niece and I are working on with her, and aside from that, absolutely nothing. I have been bored stiff. So, that is it, really. I did make it to that one class, though. I didn't make it to Wednesday's class, but I made it to Tuesday's, and I sat there for 3 hours like a zombie, and I got through it, and I was really proud of myself. And I have so many ideas for videos. I'm really excited. As soon as I'm up to it, you're going to see me posting a lot of videos. Hey, babe. I'm waiting for my mom to come get me. She's usually late. And that's the pleasure of not being able to drive to school yourself. Yeah, it's like a half-hour drive, and by the time I get to college, I'm worn out from the drive, so I haven't been able to do both yet, but I'm working on it. Working on it as in praying a lot and hoping that it changes. I'm not really doing anything. I'm not really practicing it because I just feel so lousy. For now, that's it, and I hope you guys are doing great.